If you're an e-commerce brand and you're looking to start integrating AI automations into your business, but you have no idea why you need it, where to start looking, and who within your industry are actually integrating AI integrations into their business and thriving, then you have landed on the right video, because I am going to break down and expose exactly how Gymshark managed to grow their revenue to $650 million leveraging AI automations. So getting straight into it, Gymshark was founded in 2012, where they massively leveraged social media marketing to grow them to approximately 350 million, and that took them approximately 8 years to get there. And in 2020 is where they started to integrate AI tools into their business, which grew their revenue between 2020 and 2023 to around 650 million. It took them 3 years to get to almost double their revenue, literally by integrating AI automations into their business. You can also replicate this and do this and implement this also into your business simply by following exactly what they've done, which we are going to go through in this video. And there's so much to go through, and I don't want to waste any more of your time, so let's get straight into it. So first of all, let's look into Gymshark's arsenal, exactly what they are using in their business to actually help it grow from where it was at the beginning at 350 million to 650 million in just 3 years after they started to integrate AI automations into the business. So the first thing we're going to look into that they integrate into the business are AI chatbots, which essentially is where you would go into their site and they will have a chatbot on the side that will basically answer any queries that you have. In fact, let's actually go onto their page right now to actually see this being done live. So going into their website, this is exactly what the website looks like, and this is where the chatbot would be found. So essentially is where you would have a query, and this is where you would want to ask any queries that you have. So when you click on send a message, automatically you get a message saying, hey, I am a Gymshark chatbot, already letting you know straight off the bat what's going on. I'm going to do my best to help you out first, but if I can't, I'll pass you on to a human. And the reason why this is so important is because it alleviates so much work for human interaction. And that means being able to have a chatbot take over 99% of the work for you means you don't have to pay someone or people, multiple people around the clock to be answering queries. You literally have the chatbot to solve so many challenges for you. For example, if someone needs to change or cancel an order, tracking, delivery, there's so many different ways that you can sort of adjust the chatbot to fulfill the needs of the customers, that it alleviates the need for any additional human interaction until it's absolutely needed. So as the chatbot said, if it can't answer a question, if it can't fulfill your query, then that's when it's passed over onto a human to actually get down and greet you with the more technical aspect of things. How sophisticated their chatbot is. So if you also click on item/order, the chatbot then lets you know that it's just going to take down a couple details, and then once that's done, it's then going to pass it over to a human if needs be to actually fulfill the query for you. So moving on, the next thing that they do is personalized marketing, and they actually do this in 2 ways. The first way is by using data analytics and machine learning. So essentially this is where they're using AI to find out exactly what their customers like, exactly what their customers are looking into, what products are actually doing well, and then from there they then use email campaigns, and they would use platforms such as Klaviyo and MailChimp to actually do this, to send out personalized emails to those customers in relation to the data that they collected. So the next thing that they integrated into their business is inventory management, and this is so important because it's going to save you so much money and so much time, and it's going to make you so much money and so much time. So once again, there's 2 ways that they use AI to do this. The first way is that they use AI to understand the demand forecasting, which long story short just means that they're able to predict the stock levels and how to work around them. I'm sure if you're a business owner, you already know what this is, but for those that don't already know, or that for those that are looking to start up their own e-commerce business, being able to forecast the demand essentially is literally like the weather forecast. You have somebody that's able, or a group of people, or they use AI to be able to predict the weather and let us know whether it's going to rain, whether it's going to be sunny, whether it's going to snow. And that allows us, the audience or the customers, to be able to know how to adjust our lives in relation to what is actually going to happen that is being predicted. This is exactly the exact same thing, but with e-commerce businesses. The AI is able to figure out what the upcoming future demand is going to be based on the analytics that it collects using AI. And then that allows you to move on to the next part, which is the supply chain optimization. And that essentially just means that you are able to use AI to be able to reduce the chances of disruption in distribution for the products. But if you didn't have the first part down, you've been able to forecast what products are going to be needed, what the demands are going to be, then this next part is going to be very difficult to integrate into the business. Because taking it back to the weather analogy, if you don't know it's going to rain all of next week and you don't have a jacket or an umbrella at home, then you won't know to actually start stocking up with an umbrella. I know that's kind of a weird analogy, but you get what I'm saying. It just allows you to be able to predict what's going to happen in the future with your stock, and allows you to be able to manage that operation in the most efficient way possible, which allows you to save money because it means that there's not a disruption in the flow, which means that the customers are able to get the products as soon as they are able to order it. Or if you have a store, then when they come into the store, that the products are there, and it means that you're able to make more money because things are flowing. Next, what they started to integrate into the business is product development, and they do this once again through two different ways, which is by looking at the trend analysis and also the customer feedback. So the trend analysis basically allows you to identify the trends by analyzing social media and feedback, which is pretty straightforward. When you as a business look onto your social media platforms, your Instagram, your TikTok, your YouTube, your Facebook, whatever platforms that you're on, being able to see how us, the customers, are reacting to your ads, reacting to your posts, reacting to your story posts, reacting to your reels, allows the AI to really understand exactly what your customers are really taking a liking to. And then from there, the AI will then provide suggestions on how to pivot on a product or create a product that is in alignment with the trends that are going on currently. Especially if you're an e-commerce clothing brand, you always want to be up to date with trends and what's latest in fashion and what everyone's wearing. And being able to be on top of that allows the customers to feel like they're being heard, and overall just build your brand in a massive way. And then switching it up is the customer feedback, where you will just analyze the reviews to improve the product, which is pretty straightforward once again. But being able to analyze reviews and actually analyzing the reviews and actually taking that and actually using that to actually see how to provide the best product possible, or the product that your customers actually need, is so important, because once again, it builds the brand because the customers feel like they're being heard. So this section is actually pretty cool because it actually gives the customer a seamless experience, which is the visual search and recommendations. Now, apparently, you are able to send over a screenshot of a product that you like, or take a picture of a product that you like and send it over through the app, and the app will be able to find the products that you're looking for using AI. I've tried to figure out how to do it. I'm not entirely sure how to. Apparently you're able to do it through the app, but if anyone is able to figure out how to do it, then just let us know in the comment section. But if you're not able to do it through Gymshark, then it would be pretty cool to be able to integrate that into your own e-commerce businesses. But what they have integrated into the business is recommendations through your search and through your browsing history. So when you are on the website and you're browsing through, and you are essentially just let me just click on something like this, and you're browsing through, then at some point AI on Gymshark will start to recognize what it is that you are interested in and start to recommend products that are related to your interests. This will of course in turn increase sales, because the more of your interests come up on your feed, the more likely as a customer you are to make another purchase, and that will just be financially beneficial for the company. So essentially it will look like this, what you might like. So these are just recommendations based off of what we've just clicked on just now. Another benefit of this is actually that it will allow for quick discovery. So essentially how I clicked on this t-shirt or shirt, it recommended another shirt that is very similar, and also recommended the shorts that go with the shirt, which will in turn complete the fit, which another benefit is it provides inspiration. So if I came onto the website and I just thought, okay, cool, I know I want this shirt that I might have seen on Instagram, but I don't know how to complete the fit. And it's like your own personal style. Like, everybody loves efficiency. I think there needs to be a conversation about how likely it would be for a customer to actually make a purchase if they see all the products that they like within the first couple of minutes of them actually coming onto your website or onto your app, as opposed to them being there for hours scrolling, trying to figure out what it is they want to fit different products into. Because once the first purchase has been made, it's less likely for them to make a second purchase within the same sitting, because they're ready to move on and go into a different app or do something else because they've already spent money. So the next part is their bread and butter, which is their social media and influencer marketing. This is so important because having a brand is everything for a business, and being able to have a strong presence online allows for the customers to be intrigued and invested in exactly what your brand is, and thus start buying your products. And the great thing with Gymshark is that they have diversified where you can find them online, which they use YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and I believe Twitter as well, which means that they are always going to be in your face at all times because they're just in every social media platform. This will increase their engagement by a massive amount, and engagement would then lead to popularity, which would then lead to trust in the products as well, and reliability in the sources. And being able to bring in reliable social media influencers, people that we recognize and know and love, increases also the reliability of the products and makes us want to buy into them even more. And looking at it from the other side, they also use UGC creators, which is just user-generated content creators, which increases the community building on a massive scale. Because if you can get people talking on your platform, that's one thing. But if you can get other people talking about your brand on other people's platform, that's another thing. Then that's the next level you need to get to as an e-com business to actually blow it up online. But now let me let you in on a little secret. Think about it. How does Gymshark manage all of this and keep track of everything that's going on? Guys, they use AI in two ways. Number one is that they use AI to track the performance levels of the influencers that they're working with. How much money working with them is bringing in, how much audience working with them is actually attracting. This allows them to know what the audience are resonating with and then create a strategy around that specific influencer, and whether or not to drop them or whether or not to keep working with them, and whether or not to actually boost working with them even more. And then the second way is that they're using AI for targeted campaigns, which allows them to target specific demographics and geographic regions that are most likely to convert into customers. This AI strategy is especially important for those businesses that are already established and already got their foot in the game, already got their foundations all laid out, and they're looking to actually start scaling their business and focusing on establishing their brand so that their brand can have a voice and have an identity that their audience can actually resonate with. So swiftly moving on, let's look at AI's role in Gymshark's success. So the before AI and after AI. So starting out, we're going to look at the customer experience, the before and after. So the customer experience at the beginning, before the integrated AI, was that the customer service was primarily manual and with limited personalization in recommendations and responses. And then after, when integrating AI, it then became that it was AI powered, with chatbots handling the inquiries and support efficiencies, and personalized recommendations enhance customer satisfaction. So if you remember earlier, we spoke about having AI chatbots to alleviate the business of having to have humans to constantly interact with the customers and answer every single query. By having these chatbots, it just saves so much time. So just in case you forgot, it was these chatbots here that you would have integrate into your website and also into your apps as well, to be able to answer any queries that may be had, which just makes things run so much more smoother, which saves you as a business so much more time, so much more money. It's just a beauty to have integrated into your business. And then after that, we then see that they use AI to have marketing strategies. So then after that, if we look at their brand strategies, we just see that they had less targeted campaigns, and then overall they had less data driven insights, which just means that it was less targeted at the specific audience that they wanted to be able to target. After this, they was able to have data driven insights from AI, enabling high targeted marketing campaigns and improving engagement and return on investment. So this is so important because as a brand, you want to be as efficient with your money as possible, because especially with having ads, as that was a massive part of their initial brand growth, using ads and influencers to grow the brand. Being able to be as efficient and knowing exactly where to allocate the investment so that it has the best return is every brand's dream. Next, we have the inventory and supply chain, which at the beginning was based on historical data and had less precision, leading to occasional stockouts or overstock. And then from when they started to implement AI, they then had AI-driven demand forecasting and supply chain optimization, reducing the stock issues and improving logistics and efficiency. As we mentioned earlier, it just means that stock is being replenished when it needs to be replenished based on the forecast that is being taken in by the insight of the AI. Next, we have their product development strategy, which at the beginning, which is based on the market research and had less time data. But then after implementing AI, they then were able to analyze the social media and other customer feedbacks using AI to identify the trends and guide product development more effectively. This basically means that the business owner or the team that had to do the market research, that part of their role just got thrown out the window because the AI does it all for them and does it way more efficiency and way more accuracy and uses way more reliable sources than humans would be able to at a short amount of time, to be able to provide products that they know that their audience are going to resonate with based off of the feedback that they're getting using the AI. So this one we're going to get into later on in the video and how you can actually integrate this into your e-commerce business today. So next up, we have social media and influencer marketing, which were less data driven with manual tracking and engagement. And after implementing AI into their business, they then had AI tools monitor social media sentiment and identify key influences, leading to more efficient engagement and marketing. Then we have operational efficiency, which is the big money saver, which is where many processes within Gymshark were manual or semi-automated, leading to higher labor costs and slower response times, which I'm sure a lot of startup e-commerce businesses and a lot of just e-commerce businesses in general are actually at this point where they haven't yet integrated AI into their business to essentially automate a lot of their work, which reduces manual effort and lowers cost and accelerates response times. This is a massive money saver and money maker for all e-commerce businesses, and having these integrated into your e-commerce business is a big win for the business. By the way, guys, before we move on, if you are a business and you would like for me and my team to integrate these AI automations into your business, then DM me on Instagram at itsdave.id, and I'll be able to provide you with a free AI audit onto your business and see where the gaps are and let you know for free exactly what you will need in order for you to start using these AI automations into the business. Or if you would like, we would actually come in and do it all for you. So moving on, let's look at the potential AI automations for Gymshark that they can potentially use in the future. If Gymshark's watching this, I don't know. So please, if you are an e-commerce business, you are really going to need to start integrating this into your business as soon as possible. It is going to increase your revenue by a crazy amount. And if you are implementing this into your business already, before all of your competitors are already implementing this, then you're literally going to be killing it on the scene before your competitors do. and by the time they realize it, you're going to be at a much higher level than they are. Which, how it works is pretty simple. You link your AI store with a platform like Twilio or Zapier. So let's come over here and have abandoned cart. This is going to be the trigger that's going to be sent to Zapier to be directed into Twilio to at some point send an automated text to the customer, letting them know that they have an abandoned cart. So I know all of that looks confusing, but a lot of businesses have actually integrated into their systems already. I'm sure if you shop online, you would have already gotten a text letting you know that you have some sort of order update or something like that to let you know what is going on. A lot of this is usually done through email, but now a lot of businesses are integrating text into the strategy also. But the beauty is this: if at some point the customer doesn't respond or doesn't then go back and actually make the purchase, then what you are going to do is that you would have already integrated a voice AI operative to call that customer and push them to actually go back into the cart and purchase the products that are actually left in there. I guess you can imagine how crazy that sounds. Let me show you a platform that you can actually use to do this with. And here, let's type in AI. So this platform you can actually use to integrate into your business to actually make sales calls for you. Once again, this saves you so much money because it means you don't have to have multiple sales representatives to represent you, because you have an AI to do it all for you. 100,000 sales, 10 to 40 minute long phone calls, and sound exactly like human beings with infinite memory as well and perfect recall. It's got so much things that it's just a growing system, and businesses are already integrating this into their business and they are thriving. They are literally making bank using this software. There are other softwares that you can use as well, but I would recommend this one. But let me know if you would like me to make a in-depth video going over how to actually integrate it into your business and do some dummy calls to sort of show you how it's done and how it sounds. I think that would be an interesting video to make. So write down in the comment section AI if you would like me to make an in-depth video about this. But definitely integrate this into your business, guys. It's crazy. Whether you are a small business or a big brand, start integrating this into your business today. And once again, if you would like for me and my team to implement this into your business for you, DM me at itsdaveid and we will get it all done for you. But ultimately, this increases engagement with the customer, and through the text as well, you can also offer assistance and incentives if the customer still hasn't made the purchase after the text. Then after the call, you can then send them another text letting them know that, hey, you still got products in your cart and we are offering you 10% off your next purchase, something like that, just to incentivize them to actually make the purchase, because a purchase with 10% off is better than no purchase at all. And then from there, you can just continue to follow up with them after they've made the purchase, or maybe they haven't made the purchase, but you're then just able to follow up with them anyways, because they are now within your ecosystem because they opted in with their email and phone number. That's why it's so important to make sure that you collect their emails and phone numbers while they are opting in. Make sure you're collecting data from your customers. This next section, I know there's a couple brands that already integrated this into their online stores, which is the virtual fit assistance. It basically just allows the customer to be able to know how exactly a product would best fit them in relation to their heights and also in relation to their size also. So being able to integrate this into, if you are a clothing brand, being able to integrate this also is a great way to ensure that the customers are getting the right products and making sure that it reduces the amount of returns that need to be made, because we know a lot of times when it comes to returns, once a customer returns a product, it is less likely for them to make a purchase again, just because of the frustration and how long it takes for product to be sent away, sent back, and then returned, and then so on and so forth. So being able to integrate this is going to be a massive game changer. And the final one was AI-powered customer feedback analysis, which I know Gymshark already has integrated into their business. But I just want to make sure that you as an e-com business brand ensures that you actually have this into your business, whether it's the way that Gymshark has their one set up, or using this method whereby you would use SurveyMonkey to collect all the surveys from the customers, then use Monkey Learn for real-time sentiment analysis, which in simple terms just means that you're basically just getting the feedback from all of the surveys that you're getting received, and then being able to then implement these changes based on AI generated insights. This is so important because it just allows you to be able to grow in so many different ways. And finally, guys, you want to make sure that you are implementing these AI automations into your business today, or at least one of them today, because it's going to save you so much money, make you so much money, save you so much time, and it's just absolutely needed. And as mentioned before, you can either take the DIY approach and start using AI tools to grow your business yourself, because I literally just gave it all away to you for free. You can literally start today and start implementing it yourself. Or if you would like, you can partner with us and get a free AI audit from our team. If you would like to take the second option, then feel free to DM me on Instagram at itsdave.id, as mentioned here, and to provide you with a free AI audit and start integrating these AI systems into your business. And whether you are a big or small e-com business, you want to make sure that you are leveraging these tools so that you can be ahead of your competitors. Everything is running effortlessly. You're reducing the amount of cost you're spending on human agents because you have an AI agent to cover text, to cover calls, to cover emails, to cover, what else was there? There's so many different things that it's going to cover for you. But I recommend that you take action today and implement these AI tools into your business and start growing. Are you going to start integrating these AI systems into your business today? And what other brand would you like for me to do an audit on? It can be a big or small business. It can even be your own brand. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to catching you on the next one.